Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and today we are continuing our draft testing for the Arena Open. Um, if this draft goes really, really well, I might try to make a push to Mythic, but I've got about 5 hours left, and I'm supposed to work today, so we'll see if that happens or not. But regardless, we're going to jump into this draft and see. Well, I was going to say and see if we open a busted rare. We did not open a busted rare. We just opened Demonic Bargain. Um, Other good cards in the pack are Flame Blessed Bolt, the Magma Pummeler, and the Bramble Worm. I'm not sure what I want to take here. I kind of like the Bramble Worm because it's a really powerful card and hard to deal with. Oh, I didn't see the Wolf Strike down here too. Two good red cards, two good green cards. And I'm not sure what to take. I think I'm going to take the Flame Blessed Bolt, honestly. I think Magma Pummeler is good and kind of chunky, but having spot removal is so important in this format that I'm happy taking it first pick, even if I'm passing on a slightly more powerful card. The efficiency of Flame Blessed Bolts is just so high. Okay, so pack two, we've got Restless Bloodseeker, which is a 2 mana 1/3. It makes blood if you gain life, and you can sacrifice 2 blood to flip it to a 3/3 with an activated ability to drain your opponent. Seems like this card's best in black white, and I don't really want to take a okay multicolor card this early. Undead Butler can be good, but again, I don't think it's worth taking this early. So then we're on like some of the red cards or the Fierce Retribution. I'm gonna take the Fierce Retribution because it's the only white card in that pack. And maybe that means something. Maybe we can cut white. Well, maybe we could have cut white. I don't like this pack. I don't like this pack at all. Lantern Bearer is good. Gift of Fangs. Ancestral Anger can be good if you can get more than one. Lacerate Flesh is okay. I don't really want. I don't want any of these cards. I'm gonna take the Ancestral Anger. Mostly because this card says that it wants you to have more of this card, and taking it over like a bad removal spell this early on, it might give me the opportunity to play more of these. Maybe. No red in pack 4. It's not a great sign. Sawblade Slinger can be okay. Flourishing Hunter is good. And there's a Spore Crawler here too. Some okay black cards. None of these cards push me one direction or the other though. Like these are just a bunch of okay cards. I'm gonna take the Flourishing Hunter because red green tends to be kind of open. Pick 5 of Braid is awesome. That's insane. Really happy about that. And we get to go either Ancestral Anger or Hungry Ridgewolf. The Ridgewolf is going to be good if we end up in green, but just because I took this Flourishing Hunter doesn't mean I want to be green. It was just like a mediocre pack, and red green tends to be open. I think I'm gonna bet on the Angers, not the Wolves. Early on, at least. Uh, Not a ton here. Gift of Fangs is an okay removal spell sometimes, but it's kind of inconsistent. I think I'm gonna take the Snarling Wolf, actually. I don't like playing this card, but they do the thing if I end up in that color. It's kind of a light Geistlight Snare. It's a light Blood Fountain. Maybe I should have taken those black cards. Okay. Late Runebound Wolf. And I'll play the Spore Pack Wolf if I'm green. So basically, here's what I know so far. I know that I'm red. I want to play these red removal spells that I've got and the 2 Ancestral Angers. But I don't even necessarily need to be mainly red. I could end up with a green deck that just splashes the 2 removal spells. If the pack's cut that way, I could end up being green-red. I could still end up being red-black from this start. It would take a couple good packs in a row. We'll see. I think this is a decent place to be this early on. 2 good red removal spells. The Abrade we got really late. And we'll just see where we end up. It's a late Pyre spawn. Ripsaw is pretty good too. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken the Ripsaw there. Prisoner, I'll play. Voice of the Blessed. 2 mana 2/2. When you gain life, put a counter on it. As long as it has 4 or more counters on it, it has Flying and Vigilance. As long as it has 10 or more counters on it, it has Indestructible. Card's pretty good. It's pretty easy to incidentally gain life in white. There's no red card that I want out of this pack. There's no green card that I want out of this pack. So picking the Voice of the Blessed here is basically 0 cost. Because there's no other card that's going to make my deck that much better. If there was like an Abrade or something else, maybe we'd have a decision to make. But we don't really have a decision to make. This card's very, very good. I'll be looking for the Traveling Ministers to pair with Voice of the Blessed going forward. No good red cards really here. The pack leader's pretty good. So here's what I'm thinking now. What if I'm a green-white deck? With my 2 rares, and then I find a way to splash Flame Blast Bolt and Abrade. I'm wondering about that right now. Like Weaver of Blossoms and cards like that help splash. Or I take a Blood Petal Celebrant. I'm going to take the rare. Ugh, this pack's hard. This draft has been tough. Blood Tithe Harvester is a very, very, very strong card in red-black. Guardian Paladin's a very, very strong card in green-white. This wants me to play creatures with Trample and Lifelink anyways and put counters on things, which is what Voice of the Blessed does. So it kind of pushes me in that direction. So I kind of want to take this Guardian Paladin and give up on my Abrade, which seems crazy to me. Or I take the Abrade and give up on... I have no idea what to do there. There's another Abrade? Well, now I'm just taking the Abrade. I haven't seen any Traveling Ministers yet. Don't really know what my deck is going to be doing. But... I mean, it kind of looks like this right now. This pack doesn't do anything for me. The Web and the Adamant Will are both fine removal spells. Reckless Impulse is obviously fine. I think I'm just going to take Witch's Web. Another Ancestral Anger. That's a late Belligerent Guest. We'll take Visionaries, pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Again, Flourishing Hunter is good. Belligerent Guest is also good. Jeez Louise, it's a really late child of the pack. Well, if this pack tells me anything, it's like green-red is open. I'm just like not seeing the werewolves in every pack super consistently. It's like a bazillion Spike Ripsaws going around. None of these cards are particularly playable. None of these cards are particularly playable. So, one of my biggest mistakes was taking the Sigardian Paladin when I should have taken the Third of Braid. Because it doesn't look like I'm going to be playing white. Guess we'll see what the last pack does for us. We have a bunch of playable cards here. We just need to put them together and make it kind of resemble an actual deck of Magic cards. I might play the Weary Prisoner in this deck. I still might end up in a spot where I'm just splashing red. It would be a heavy splash, but I want to look to see if that can happen here. Vampire's Vengeance is pretty good. This is the wrong dual land. We'll take Visionary, still pretty good. Could have had 2 Blood Tithe Harvesters. So this pick's between Visionary and Vampire's Vengeance. I think I'm going to take the Vampire's Vengeance. Kill some of my stuff, but I can probably play around it. Hiveheart Shaman is a great card. We will be taking Hiveheart Shaman. We want to be splashing anyways, so Hiveheart Shaman works out pretty okay. Alluring Suitor is obviously great. But 3 mana 3/5 that searches for your splash color and makes 4/4s forever is pretty good. So here there's a Cloak Cadet, which works with +1/+1 counter things, and it draws cards. I don't know if I'm playing... I guess I can maybe splash the Sigardian Paladin and the Fierce Retribution, thanks to the Hiveheart Shaman now. So maybe Cloak Cadet's good. But there's also a Wolf Strike, which is the other card I'm eyeing. I think that's what I'm going to take from this pack. I'd play more Hook Hand Mariners. But Wolf Strike in this deck seems very, very good. And I got an Oakshade Stalker, which is a nice 3-drop for my Wolves deck. So we'll just slide this one over. It's a very late Lantern Flare. This card's good. No Weaver of Blossoms yet. I'd really like Weaver of Blossoms. I'll take Lantern Flare, though. Here I'm going to take the Evolving Wilds over these other cards. I'd like to upgrade 1 or 2 of my Ancestral Angers into other cards. And Runebound Wolf would be a good one to upgrade to, but I think I just need the Evolving Wilds, since I want to play these other white cards. Getting a little punished, because there's no playable cards in this pack. That's okay, I guess. No cards in this pack either. I could take Retrieve. I feel like this card's kind of fine, but kind of slow and mopey. Do I want Dawnheart Disciple? There's like 6 humans in my deck, because the werewolves are all humans on the front. Don't really want to play Casting Flame Breather. I think I'm cutting both of the Ancestral Angers. I don't think this deck needs them. It's a late Belligerent Guest. It's a 3-drop. It kind of slots into a spot I need on the curve. And another one. And a Reckless Impulse. So red was definitely open this draft, but I didn't see a ton of like... So I saw a bunch of Belligerent Guests, but not a ton of the other vampires. That's not even true, though. Maybe I was looking at the wrong... looking at the draft all wrong. At the end of the day, though, pretty happy with how this deck turned out, actually. 4 planes? Nah, I think we'll go 2 planes. And need to make some cuts. I think I'll cut a Snarling Wolf. Let's see, how many +1/+1 counters am I putting on creatures? Because Paladin only cares about putting counters on things. This puts counters on things. And the pack leader does. And it's a 4-mana 4/4. Yeah, I'm going to try the Paladin. If it ends up being too awkward, I'll cut it. But it's just a decent card. Need another cut, though. I want to play the Witch's Web. Maybe I don't want to play the Witch's Web. Maybe that's the cut. Or the Vampire's Vengeance. I don't have too many things it kills, though. Yeah, I'll trim the web. And we'll see if this vampires deck... not vampires. We'll see if this kind of werewolf deck gets there. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for it, but we do have decent removal and some powerful cards that we're splashing for. So, fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's try that again. That last draft, yeah, it didn't go well, and the games didn't play out particularly well either. So we're just doing another draft. That's what we're doing here, and let's see how this one goes. I'm gonna try to not take it so seriously. I guess I was in that first draft. I was really trying to like min-max every pick, and I think I thought myself in circles and ended up in a worse deck than I should have been in. Well, This first pick has no good cards. Well, that's not true. Not first picking a dual land. Braincomber can be good in the white-blue deck, but I don't know that I want to start taking a white-blue two-color card. All of these blue cards are between okay and not playable. Desperate Farmer is good and goes into most black decks. Wolf Strike and Toxic Scorpion are good and go into most green decks. And Lightning Wolf is okay and can go into red decks. So we've got a choice between like the slightly more powerful Braincomber or Wolf Strike. I think I'm just going to take the Braincomber, honestly. I'd rather... Well, I was going to say I'd rather have a slightly more powerful card in case things work out versus a removal spell. The second Braincomber is going to make me want to actually do this thing. Hamlet Vanguard is good in green-white specifically, so this is basically a green-white dual card. It is good, and it goes with Sigardian Paladin. I played against one of these in one of my drafts recently, and they just like played it on turn 4 as a 5/5, and then I just died. But I'm not going to take it here because the second Braincomber is what I want to do, and there's enough white and blue cards in this pack that I'll probably wheel something. If it's the Syncopate, I'll be extremely happy. So we're going to take the second Braincomber. I've never really made this card pop off, but I'm hoping that this is the time I can do it. I'm looking for Lantern Bearers and other cheap good cards for this deck, and this pack has nothing. Has nothing that I want. Graph Reaver is decent and goes in most black decks. You just play it as a 2-mana 3/3 and just start attacking your opponent. Magma Pummeler, I've talked about before. Good card. It's a 5-drop. It's a 5-mana 3/3 that trades with a 3/3 and kills another 3-power thing, or just trades with a 6/6. It's good. Lacerate Flesh is okay. Hookhand Mariner is good in green decks. I'm wondering if I should be like a green-blue deck potentially and splash white if I'm splashing green's where I want to be. Or I just take like the Cradle of Safety because I want one of these if I'm white-blue anyways. Yeah, I guess so. And here there's a Cobbled Lancer, which is good. There's a Traveling Minister. There's a Foreboding Statue and a Syncopate. Lots of cards here I want, and I'm not sure which one to take. I'm leaning towards the Traveling Minister being the pick. Card is impressive, especially if I'm going to be taking some flyers and things like that. Having a Traveling Minister, or having as many of these as I can get, honestly, is pretty good. Supernatural Rescue is also playable in white-blue. So I'll keep my eye open on all those things, but I'm taking the Minister here and following it up with either a Stitched Assistant or a Heron of Hope. I think it's probably Heron of Hope in white-blue specifically. Nice. Storm Chaser Drake is what I want. Of course I want Lantern Bearer. Of course I'd play like 2 or 3 Lantern Bearers, but Storm Chaser Drake is absolutely where I want to be in this deck. It's a great pickup. So now we get Alchemist's Retrieval, Chill of the Grave, Entomber, or Evolving Wilds. I'm really tempted to just take the Evolving Wilds here. And let these cards go. Yeah. There's the Supernatural Rescue. I want one of these. I don't want any more. I've got the one I need. I'm good now. Here, what am I taking? Skywarp Scob isn't good, but like it's fine later on in the game. Wanderlight Spirit's a little bit better and more aggressive. Think I'll take the Spirit. The Syncopate did wheel. That's so good for me. Yeah, I'll happily take the Syncopate. I want to play an Alchemist's Retrieval or two, but Syncopate's higher priority for me. And I'll play a Scattered Thoughts. Definitely feels like white-blue is where we should be. We opened the two Brinecombers and we're getting like playable 13th pick cards. So, can't be too unhappy. It's a pretty good start. And already having an Evolving Wilds means if we open a single pit bomb in a different color, we can just play it. Could also just play Thalia. Thalia is not amazing. She's just fine. But maybe I just play Thalia. Other than Thalia, I'd take the Sigarda's Imprisonment, which I do want one of. But I think I'm going to take Thalia. I have some spells. My opponents are going to have spells. It's going to be fine. I want a bunch of Traveling Ministers to make Thalia a 3/1 for Striker. That would be cool. On the wheel, I don't expect to get much. Like, this won't wheel. This won't wheel. Yeah, I'm looking at, like, a Spirit or a Griff Rider on the wheel. Looking to pick up more Traveling Ministers. Lots of good red cards in this pack that I'm not taking. I'm taking Drogskull Infantry here. Rending Flame and Vampire's Vengeance are both excellent removal spells, which I'm not going to play. And yeah, some okay green cards down here. But I'm taking the only white card out of the pack. More Ministers, more Lantern Bearers is what I need. And I'd even play a couple of the Kindly Ancestors in this deck. I'm not falling for it. I'm not doing it. There's an Abrade, so I'm guessing that the person on my right is getting super paid off this pack. And then that's great for them. I think I'm going to take this Nurturing Presence. This card was kind of impressive in one of the other decks I had it in. I think it's going to be good here too. I'll play Binding Geist, but I think this deck has access to a lot of different 3-drops that I'm not, like, hurting for one right now. It's a late Pack Song Pup. This card's really powerful. If you're in green, you should be taking it earlier than this. There's a Wandering Mind. Do I want to consider taking Wandering Mind? Or do I just take, like, the Stitched Assistant and call it good? If I can pull off Wandering Mind, it's pretty good. But I might not be able to pull it off. So I'll just take the Stitched Assistant. Okay, two really good white uncommons here. Fleeting Spirit is a 2-mana 3/1 that we can give it first strike and blink it. And then Twin Blade Geist gives double strike to things, which is really powerful. I think the double striker is more important because it ends games faster. It's close though. I'm not sure which of these I'd rather have. I have not played this deck enough to know definitively which is better. I'll play a Cobbleblancer in this deck. It's not always going to be the easiest to turn on, but I'll have creatures dying. Second Cradle of Safety. Yeah, I guess. It's going to start out in the sideboard, but this could just get played. So there's the Sundown Pass. If I had taken that Wandering Mind, this would let me play it pretty easily. But since I didn't, there's a Thirst for Discovery. Or the Syncopate. I think I just want the second Syncopate. The Evolving Wilds did wheel. Okay. Pretty happy to just take this. Spirit, Scob, both replaceable level cards. Yeah, see, there's another Spirit. I'm not even going to start with it in the deck. It's a late Binding Geist. That will go in the deck for now. So what are we looking for? We're looking for some more Brine Combers. Excuse me. We're looking for... I don't even know. Like, our deck seems solid. We're missing, like, a bomb. No, we're not getting it here. There's the Sigarda's Imprisonment. I'm pretty happy taking this, I think. Over Traveling Minister. Yeah, another Graph Reaver. Good black cards in this pack. And some people will be happy to see the Werewolf cards. I'm happy to see the Sigarda's Imprisonment, so that's fine. This pack has a bunch of removal. I'll take the Fierce Retribution pretty easily. Not a ton else here for us. Soul Cipher board is so slow. But it grinds kind of hard. It's also Cruel Witness. I kind of think I need to take the Cruel Witness. Okay, this pack's nice. Whispering Wizard's pretty good. I think I'll take the Whispering Wizard over Herrenblessed Geist. Is that true? I'd rather have this that makes 1/1s or the Herrenblessed Geist. They're close. They're really close. Whispering Wizard has a little bit more upside, so I'm taking Whispering Wizard. Grolnok. Am I in the business of splashing Grolnok? I have not liked Fear of Death at all. I don't want to take it. I don't need a second Nurturing Presence. So I guess I'll take the Grolnok and decide if I want to play it later. Biolume Egg is a great card, but I don't have enough exploit stuff to make this work. I'm not sacrificing creatures. This is not going to get in my deck, unfortunately. I do get a Herrenblessed Geist after all. So we'll take that. What about the spider? I'm going to put the spider in my sideboard. Again, I don't need another Nurturing Presence. Yeah. I guess I take the Gutter Skulker. The Minister didn't wheel. So no Ministers and no flyers, no 1/1s, no Lantern Bearers. which does kind of suck. I'll take the Beguiler. That might end up making the deck. Third Syncopate. I don't know if that's going to do it. Second Vile Spawn Spider, though? I think we've got a decision to make here. We have a decent deck. We have a decent deck that could just be a white-blue deck. But I'm a little worried that we didn't really get there with enough Ministers and Lantern Bearers. And I don't think I want to play 3 Syncopate, so that's that. I'm curious about how powerful the deck could be if I played these 2 Vile Spawn Spiders and Grollock. So basically, the deck could be basically what I have right here. Did I change anything with this build? No. Okay, so this would be the white-blue build, I think. I have this Beguiler I could play. No, I think I'd just play this. So I could play this deck, which is a decent like white-blue flyers beatdown deck with some removal, some interaction. Or I could play Grolnock and these 2 Vile Spawn Spiders and cut like the Wanderlight Spirit. I have a second Cradle of Safety. Maybe that would go in the real deck. Or that first build of the deck. Cut like the Whispering Wizard and the Supernatural Rescue, something like that. I wonder if this is better or not. Because Grolnock gets to draw you a bunch of cards, basically. And the spiders get to also kind of draw cards if I'm putting my my disturbed things in the graveyard. And then they can sacrifice to make a bunch of spiders later. And they go well with the Cobbled Lancer. I'm not sure what's better. I'm going to think about it for a second. But picking up the Grolnock and the 2 spiders later on in the draft kind of gives us something to think about. So I'll think about it, and I'll come back and play the games a little bit later. And I'll talk about which deck I go with and why. So I decided to go with the green splash because I think the Vilespine Spiders, or whatever that creature's called, the 2-drop, is going to be good enough that I want them. So I'm playing with the spiders. I have Forest in my opening hand, which means I probably want to fetch blue. Yeah, I'll fetch blue here. Get island. I think I run out the Twin Blade guys first. This will attack into almost anything that they play here. Yeah, I'll attack it into the Sporeback Wolf. This is better in the graveyard. And then we'll go Wanderlight Spirit. Next turn, we'll double spell. We'll go Drake plus Drogskull Infantry, and we'll threaten to put this on the Drake. Ooh, Thalia. I don't think I want to run Thalia out right now. I think I'm still just going Infantry plus Storm Chaser Drake. No blocks. Snarling Wolf, sure, and Stitched Assistant, sacrifice the wolf. Oh, sacrifice the Geist, sure, that makes sense. So now they can put this on my Storm Chaser Drake. I think it's still worth drawing the card off of the Twin Blade Geist, though. So I'll still do that. Attack for 2, get the double strike, and run out Thalia. Hopefully this messes up their turn, because this costs more mana now. Oh, they're not even playing it. They're just playing this thing? And it's only a 4/4? Okay. No creatures for Cobbled Lancer. Attack. And am I imprisoning the Millipede? I don't think so. I think I'll just play Binding Geist and pass. If they attack, I'll block with the infantry, and then I'll use it to make the Storm Chaser Drake be able to attack, even if they equip me with the thing. And it is now November 30th, after the reset. I did not make it to Mythic, so I'm in Gold 2, working my way back up. Alright, Demello. Let's see what you got. I go first. Yeah, this hand looks fine. Again, I've got all 3 lands in my opener. Fierce Retribution can take care of whatever they want to do. Nice. Minister was a nice draw there. I'll get in for 1. Play the Wanderlight Spirit. Catapult fodder, sure. Hit for 3. Buy my planes and pass. Okay, they've got the Ancient Lumber Knot. I think I will go ahead and kill the Catapult fodder here. I don't really want that flipping. Pump that up, hit for 3, play my 5/5, or my 3/3, my 5 drop. I don't like that Arena makes it look like it has 4 power. It doesn't have 4 power. It's dealing 4 damage, but it's not actually adjusting the creature's power. Arena does some stuff like that that I don't think is the most intuitive. Opponent's gonna be dead here if they don't have anything else to do. Do I let them attack? Probably. I'll take 10. Do they have the 6/6? Are they killing my Geist? They are killing my Geist. Okay. Now, am I casting this so I can flash this back? That's the question. Because I can only activate this if I control an enchantment. But this enchantment can tap down their creatures. I think I just pass, play my land, attack for 3, and then this turn I'm flashing this in. Tap those. They're dead to this next turn. They keep hovering over their blood tokens. Maybe they have to dig for removal here. Or life gain. Okay. They found Howlpack Piper, which doesn't do anything. And it looks like we got there. I guess they could have Gift of Fangs. No, this can't find Gift of Fangs. So unless they have a Gift of Fangs in their hand. Oh, they have 2 Catapult Fodder and an Ancient Leopardknot. I mean, their deck's pretty good. But the Air Force got it done. Sweet. 2-0 with our blue-white deck so far. Looking good. Alright, game 3. Q Doug. I hope you all can't hear the power tool in the background. One of my neighbors is power tooling something. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what's going on. It sounds like a leaf blower, but it's really windy out, so I don't know what's happening. I'm not going to play my Twin Blade Geist this turn. I'm just going to pass. I want to be able to syncopate their 3-drop here. I'll take 2. And hopefully, yeah. Do that. Get that out of here. This turn, I'm going to Evolving Wilds. Hold up Fierce Retribution. Then the following turn, I'll play Twin Blade Geist and Cradle of Safety. And hold up Cradle of Safety. That's the plan. Do I shoot either of these? I don't think so. I think I just chill. Sure. That's fine. Look at all their 1-2s. They have so many 1-2s. Okay. Get that. Get this, go. Okay, sure. Now everything trains. They're all 2/3s, so even this with +1/+1 can't do anything. It just trades. So I think I just shoot one of them with Fierce Retribution. It's probably this one. No blocks. Ow. We'll go Imprisonment on one of these. And pass. They're attacking. I'll block the 1-2. So get the free kill there. The 1-4 is going to be annoying. On defense, the LA is pretty good. I have 4 power in first strike. It's hard to punch through. Okay. Shoot, I can't cast a spell this turn, which means this is going to flip. Yeah. That's annoying. Just literally could not cast a spell that turn. And now this blocks this, this chumps this, and then I die to the tokens probably. Yeah. We're done here. I mean, we can double spell to flip this back, but it is too little too late. Didn't even find 2 spells. Yep, we're dead. Man, these green-white decks, whenever I try to put them together, they never look very good. But I keep getting beat by them, so there must be something there that I'm missing. Alright, Zarael. I go first. Yeah, we'll keep this. Unlucky that we're missing our green. But Wonderlight Spirit on 3 on the play is pretty good. Vampire Slayer. Yeah, we'll counter it. I don't know, that's not like the best thing to spend your counter magic on, obviously, but we didn't have anything else to do with our mana. Nice. We get to play the spider here and hold up Fierce Retribution. Probably not casting this anytime soon, but... Okay. Yep. No blocks. Well, this attacks, because I can't do anything else. What's the play here? Do I hold up Fierce Retribution so I can kill the trainee before it gets too out of hand? Nah, I think I just do the mana efficient thing and play my 3/3. No matter how they attack, they're going to have to give something up here. Yeah, I can just double block the trainee here. And then counters go on to something, and I can Fierce Retribution what the counters go on. Nice. Great draw that I found the land. So now I can just Retribution the Rallier. And we're all done here. Cool. Spider looked pretty good there. It is a 2/3, and it flipped us a card that we could actually cast, so our opponent was just dead next turn too. Cool. Alright. Time to slay our opponent here. Opponent goes first. This hand looks good though. We'll go Minister on 1, Fetch on 2. Spirit on 3. Okay, they have a Blood Fountain, sure. We found our 4th land, which means I'll be able to go Whispering Wizard and then probably get value off of it with Imprisonment. Oh, deal. Fetch green here. Bat, sure. Actually, Spirit can block Bat. So that's fine. Sure. Opponent's out of cards already, basically. Is pretty good for us. I think I'll just go Wizard Pass this turn. I'm not in a rush. Yeah, I'm not going to block. I'll take my beats. Yeah, Sigarda's Imprisonment's fine. Am I imprisoning this Kindly Ancestor? Or just like playing a Heron Blessed Geist? I think I'm gonna attack. And then go Imprisonment plus Spider. To get my value off of the wizard, and the spider can block the bat. They had so few cards in hand that I figured their best play might be to crack Imprisonment there, so I'm content. Oh, Frog? Best friend Frog? I think the play is still just to slam the Heron Blessed Geist. So we'll attack. Play our 3/3 flyer. And then we've got things to do over the next couple turns. Mill a card. Mill Thalia. Thalia doesn't do much right now. Brian Comer. This gives +1/+2. So if my opponent went to double block, it would actually get them. So I will attack. I'll put Heron first. Or do I just let this trade happen, maybe? No, I'll just let the trade happen, play Grolnok. I control Sigarda's Imprisonment, so I can just make 1/1s from my graveyard sometime. Yeah, that's fine. Here's Grolnok. Go. Is Grolnok good? I have no idea. Is it hilarious? Yes. And is it probably going to draw me cards this game? Also yes. Oh no, opponent. Oh. Okay, cool. So I still get to draw a card with Grolnok there. We'll attack for 2 or for 4. Then play Drogskull Infantry and Brandcomer. Things are looking pretty good for us. They're just going to kill Grolnok right now? Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to hit attack all this turn. 1, 2. So like even if they block a spirit, they're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Take a bunch. And then Twin Blade Guy's second Brindcomer. Maybe just pass. I'll just pass. Voice of the Blessed is a powerful card. And Kindly Ancestor is a good card. It's just a 2/2, right? Put this on this. Triggers. Tap that, tap that. Mill Binding Geist. Nice. And all attacks gonna get the job done. Cool. Well, this is going great. I'm loving how this deck plays. Okay, Elky. We've got an Oko fan over here. Yeah, hand looks good. Keep. I think I'm still fetching white on one, so I can play Drake on 2, and then immediately try to go off on it. Yeah, that's my plan. My opponent mulliganed. Oh, now I don't even need to fetch. But I still will. Fetch blue? Blue or white? I'm not sure. What am I fetching? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5. I think there's a little bit more white in the deck. Is everything single pip? Yeah, everything is, so it doesn't really matter. I'll fetch white because I have more white cards in hand right now. That's how I'll make my determination this time. So next turn I'm going to go Nurturing Presence, even though it's not mana efficient. It'll draw me a card immediately, make a 1/1, and I get to smash for 3. And then the following turn I'll go Spider plus Infantry. Ooh, Cradle of Safety? Yes, please. It was important to play Island there. Next turn I want to go Forest, Spider, hold up Cradle of Safety. Not giving me the chance, that's fine. I got my value off of the Drake already. Now it's less important to play the Cradle. I'll just go Spider plus Infantry. Well, now I'll just play Spider. Hold up Syncopate. I want to be able to Syncopate their 5-mana 4/4 menace, make 2 blood tokens, Falconwrath Celebrants, or whatever that card's called. You all know the one. Go. Are they cracking blood here? Kinda looks like it, yeah. Discard Mountain, sure. Play the 5-drop, do it. Bleed Dry. Cool. I actually get to use Cradle of Safety to do a fun thing. Look at that. This is my 3/4. Back off. Mills a land. Cool. I think we're attacking here. Now, do I just pass with Scattered Thoughts up, or do I play Drogskull Infantry? I think I'm playing the Infantry. It's close, though. I could see wanting to pass just with Syncopate, Scattered Thoughts up. Now, am I syncopating this? Probably? I'm happy making this play because I have Imprisonment for a follow-up big creature. There's the Celebrants that I was scared about, but I do have the Imprisonment, so not feeling too bad about it. Just gonna drop the Imprisonment on you. Go to attacks. This can't attack past this, so I didn't attack. Scattered Thoughts to recharge. And I'm going to hold the land for a second. Go to combat. They have another bleed dry, huh? Do I have another Cradle of Safety? I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and Scattered Thoughts now, though, and just see what we have. So I can play Braincomber this turn. Or I can use the backside of Braincomber. I think I'm taking Braincomber and... Do I take the Binding Geist? Or do I take the Minister? Probably the Minister. Okay, they take one. Land Braincomber, make another 1/1 flyer. It's a close game. Ooh, Suitor's pretty good for them. I think I do double block, though. They'll just hit me for a little bit more damage. Braincomber dies, but that's fine. Okay, it's getting a little scary. So Braincomber says... Or Brinebound Gift. Makes 1/1s. So I think I just play all my things. I'm trying to decide... Yeah, I probably have to do that on that. So Minister... This thing on this. Make another 1/1. These two attack. Give that -3/-0. Go. So let's see. They can just pump this once. So 1, 2. One, two, three, four. If they have a Sure Strike, I'm dead. I think I'll block like this. Yeah. And I'm blocking like this because I kind of want this to die. So I can threaten lethal with either of my other flyers. Yep. This ability doesn't give trample, so didn't take any damage from the Celebrant there. Put this on this one. They do have the Flame Blessed Bolt. Wow. Luckily I drew this, so it doesn't matter. Wow. They found what they needed to, but I was still able to get there. That was a close one. It's a really close one. Alright, we've been on a bit of a tear with this white-blue deck. It's been fun to play. This hand looks good. I need to decide if I want to go Minister on one or not. We'll see what they play first. Doesn't really help me decide. I think I will fetch on one here. Fetch green, play Spider on 2, Minister on 3. I think that's fine. Cool. They played a 1-3, so running out Minister on turn 1 would not have actually done anything. Let's get the mill going. Spider obviously can't attack through the Entomber, but hopefully draws us some cards along the way, or at least lets us play the Cobbled Lancer. Nice. Storm Chaser Drake, okay. So I think I'll go Drake plus Minister this turn. To start threatening in the air a little bit. Oh, the Entomber's actually doing a thing? Okay. What are you giving -2/-0? My Minister. Sure. No blocks. Fellstinger's a nice draw for them. Eats the Binding Geist. They draw 2, lose 2. Mill a land, draw Grolnok. Okay. I want to play this Lancer, but I can just wait and double spell with it later on. So I'm just going to play Grolnok. Jeez, I've never seen Entomber activated this many times. Look at all the creatures my opponent's discarding. Sure. Guess that's one way to do it. Discard creatures so your Scab can do things. So the cool thing about Grolnok here is because I milled a permanent, I can now cast spells that had been exiled. So this I can just cast. I can't cast it with Flash right now, but I think I'm just going to play it on the Drake. Or I wait because I just drew the Cradle of Safety. I could go Imprisonment. No, can't do that. Need second blue. I guess I'll just chill. Gain a life and pass. Are they activating Entomber again? They are. I guess Lantern Bearer is a good one to discard. Does our opponent have the perfect Selhoff Entomber deck? Seems pretty good so far. So again, I didn't play anything last turn because I'm not under any pressure to do anything. And I want to protect the Storm Chaser Drake because I think this is going to be how I win the game. They think it's Grolnok. Interesting. I think I'm still going to Cradle of Safety to counter their removal spell. This also makes my Frog a 4/4. Wastes their turn. I'm going to draw more cards with Grolnok. fetch. Fetching blue here. And let's mill a land. Missed. Never lucky. Let's see. I think it's time to get aggressive. I'll do this. Tap that, tap that. Cool. Target you, combat. I'll attack. Mill 3 cards, find a land. What did I find? A land, a Brian Comer, and another spider? Sure. I'll just play the infantry, I think. They're at 5. They have a lot of mana, though. So they can do some things. Step 1, Lantern Bearer, sure. Step 2, Diver Scob, yeah. Sacrifice Lantern Bearer, target what? Target Gralnock. Do I want to draw... Or do I want to mill Gralnock? Gralnock means these two things go away. Doesn't really matter, though. Yeah, I'll put Gralnock on top. That's fine. Mill Gralnock. Find a flyer. We're gonna imprison your flyer. Give this +1/+0. Hit you for 4. And we'll play a Brian Comer. Alright, I've got 6 lethal threats. And you have 3 blockers. Let's see what you can do. And Spider can turn into 2 if I need it to. Okay, Scob's a good start, I suppose. What else you got? Nothing. Passing with mana up. Okay. I was gonna say, I think I just attack all and cross my fingers. There's not a lot that they could have that could get them out of that. Sweet. Made it to Platinum. This deck's been chugging along. Spider's been really impressive, and so has Gralnock here. I'm liking how this deck is playing a lot more than I thought it would. This has been sweet. Alright. 6-1 with this deck. It's been great for us so far. And this is the first time it's really let us down, seeing this forest instead of a plains. Any plains means we get to do things with the Stormchaser Drake, or we just draw a bunch of white spells and don't do anything. I think we have to mulligan this. Safer to mulligan than not. And then we'll keep this bottom and island. We've got 2 removal spells in hand to hopefully stall the game so we can actually cast our spells. Cool. Brine Comber is a nice pickup. Something to do while we wait. Do Cradle of Safety? Ah, they have a removal spell. Darn it. It wouldn't be pausing here if they didn't have something. I'm guessing they have Flame Blast Bolt to make us very sad. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. I mean, we're not going to not cast our thing, but it's a little sad. Presence to make this a 2-1, or a 2-2, make another 1-1. Or Imprisonment to lock that down. I think I'm just going to go Presence here. Do a thing, get the thing, attack for 2. Forest is obviously the best draw for us, but land is fine too. Then we can do Cradle of Safety and Fierce Retribution. Opponents over there splashing blue in their deck. Missing lands here makes me want to just go Imprisonment, attack with both. Another Flame Blast Bolt, sure. They're spending a card on a token. It's fine with me. Scattered Thoughts is a nice pickup, as long as we can find a land to do something with it. Still no lands, huh? So now I'm wondering if black's the splash color, maybe. Or they just have both of their islands. It's tough to know. Screaming Swarm, okay. I'd like to play Traveling Minister, but I can't. Because I want to hold up Fierce Retribution, so I'm just passing here. Alright, I'm going to snap this off. Okay, do I get to mill a card? I do. Cool. Destroy that creature. They might have a counter spell. Nope. Doesn't look like it. They're just putting that back. That's all they're doing. Alright, attacks. Damage, Minister, go. No, thank you. I would not like you to kill my creature, please. It's a 3/4 now. It's out of a Braid range. Okay. They're just showing off over there. Oh, they're fetching. Oh no. Did they forget? Did they forget that they shuffled away their thing? Found another kill spell? Sure. Can still attack them for 4 next turn. And now I get to play the Cobble Dancer. Or I just hold up Syncopate? Or both. Do this, exile this. Now if they tap out, I get to counter their spell. Okay. Oh. It's a good card. Can't syncopate that one. So let's see. I can make this a 2/2, attack with all. They have to... I get to trade one of my things for Jacob Hauken, basically. If I do it on the infantry... This is better. Attack with all. Here's my Binding Geist. I make a blood token. They're gonna sacrifice their blood token. Yep. Go. Got 3 lethal threats. What do you have? One blocker. Well, I get to syncopate their kill spell here. So I think I get to win. They're looking for specifically Flame Blessed Bolt. And they don't find it. And that means we get the 7 wins with this deck, which is sweet. Alright, this deck went so much better than I ever could have thought. Let's see, Wanderlight Spirit was better than I expected it to be. My removal worked out. The green splash was very good. And all the pieces just kind of work together better than you think they do. I'm definitely going to look at green-white, blue-white, different Bant color decks. Seems like this is underdrafted a little bit at the moment, and you might be able to get some powerful cards to support an archetype like this. Starting with the 2 Brinecombers was obviously really good, and picking up the green splash late worked out just fine for me, but yeah, I'm happy with how this deck went, and I'm happy with how it played. Not a lot else to say. So thank you very much for sticking with me. This has been a bit of a longer video because this is at the end of that failed draft from before. I hope you've enjoyed all the draft videos. Like I said, these are mostly to prepare for the Arena Open that's this weekend. After that, I'm going to cool off on the drafting a little bit and look into some Constructed again. Look into some Standard. So, got that to look forward to from me. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.